Domovoy in the ticket booth. Kill him quick!
He seems rather harmless, and I've already killed my share of Domovoys for 2 lifetimes. Can you stop crying and tell me what's going on?
My first day at work. Many nice tickets to sell, but nobody coming. Everybody went crazy at Dark Carnival.
Crazy enough to hire a monster as a ticket seller?
Everyone got tortured to death by evil clowns. No one else was volunteering but me.
I wonder why.
Want to buy a ticket? A nice ticket? A good price? Please?
Fine, but I want to watch this apocalypse from a front row seat.
Getting soft, Van Helsing.
I've killed thousands of creatures without mercy. But that's not an excuse to lose all humanity.
Oh my, he's still wailing. Can I kill him then?
I'm so happy. I would do anything for first guest. Just ask. I'm so good with bombs.
A domovoy with an affection for bombs. What a surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Carnival presents for your entertainment the most magnificent spectacles, evil clowns, killer acrobatics, and mad fire eaters. Enter! Oh, a visitor. Who might you be, good sir?
My name is Van Helsing, and she is...
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. The legend we've been waiting for to spice up our contest. Let the Hunter Games begin. Bring me his head and win the prize.
You can't be serious.
I really should have a bow for this kind of deal.
May the odds be in our favor.
Trying to outsmart yourself is such a pointless struggle. Submit to this blade and die. Never, you soulless creature.
Do I really see multiple versions of the same person?
Me and myself are having a fatal misunderstanding. Kill him before the wretched one sins more. Why not kill all of us? That would be a fitting end to our pathetic lives.
All right, I'll help. But I want an explanation.
Thanks for saving my life.
Explain.
Someone cracked an old magic mirror by mistake at the bazaar. It came to life and started calling itself the Wretched One. The mirror creates evil duplicates of anyone who steps in front of it.
So that's where all these lunatics are coming from.
That's all I know. The mirror is protected by her creations in the living quarters.
I'll put an end to this madness once and for all.
What a sight for sore third eyes. Lady Katerina, how long has it been? A millennium?
Please, it was only a century or so.
I'd honestly love to hear about her reckless ghost days, but I must get to the Nightmare Hollow immediately.
The ink is in turmoil. A faceless presence appeared in the heart of darkness, reaching out to our world, shaping the creation itself.
Yes, he's the one I'm looking for. What other reason would I have to travel to the land of the dead?
I can help you in your insane quest, but I must ask you something in return. Our community has survived the vampires and even Fulmagati's rule. But now the Ringmaster's madness is threatening to destroy us all. Kill him for us.
He just made me the primary target of an insane circus crowd. I'd do that for free.
Or for sheer survival.
First, you let me rot in a cellar for decades. Then I served as an amusement for peasants at the bazaar. Then they crack my beautiful silvery pane. Now you will all pay in blood and sorrow.
A magical mirror throwing a hissy fit? Just like the one I used to have in my chambers.
It's a pleasure to meet my lesser self. The destroyer of our father's legacy. The downfall of Borgovia. The pet puppet of the Faceless One. The failure mocked by a spoiled ghost princess. Tough words from the pet puppet of a broken piece of furniture. There is one final act left. Dying by your own hand.
Fabled guest of the Hunter Games, armed to the teeth, leaving a trail of bodies.
No.
No to what?
I refuse to go on an adventure for your lost underwear. I will not collect 5 rare species of sewer rats either.
So, you are not interested in destroying the boiler apparatus? The Mad Ringmaster's pride, which is drowning the Dark Carnival in yellow slime?
Is that the same apparatus that is powering the island?
It is, and the Ringmaster is forcing us to eat this yellow goo. It's a mixture of porridge, polluted river water, and dead people. Anybody opposing his rule.
Porridge of the dead, you say? He must have had a lot of opposition.
The Ringmaster is truly a monster. Let me consider. The boiler apparatus has to go down. These valves control the boiler apparatus. If we clog the system up in the correct order, nasty things will happen.
Just don't get decapitated by a jet of hot porridge.
Let's make a small cut on the airship's balloon, just in case the mad ringmaster tries to get away.
I'll be back.
I knew a pit fighter once who said death smiles at us all. All we can do is smile back.
Or we can go out with guns blazing.
I killed the previous ringmaster in single combat, you know. The crowd cheered my name.
Is that the same ringmaster who got murdered after he caught a gladiator cheating with his wife?
You are lucky that I'm out of shape.
You can still try your luck at acting.
It's never good when the gates close behind you.
Look, there is a stage over there with that lunatic ringmaster. Let's have a nice little chat with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest of honor, Van Helsing. The man, the legend, the prey. Witness the most stupendous, most magnificent, and truly colossal entertainment that the Dark Carnival can offer.
I'm giving you one last chance to walk away. Stop this madness right now and I'll let you live.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can you hear the man begging for his life? Place your bets, buy drinks from the refreshment carts.
At least you tried, Van Helsing.
Let the Hunter Games continue!
Was that all, Ringmaster? I was expecting something stupendous, magnificent and colossal.
First round is over. Not so flawless victory. Outstanding. With some minor flaws. Generally well done. Now get him for real, my minions.
I'm still waiting for my spectacular spectacle. I hope that lousy brawl was not what you had in mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't listen to those pompous killers. That was only the magnificent warm-up, the taste of things to come. Let the third round commence.
Can't you just give up? I don't have all day. I have a nemesis to defeat.
Isn't this entertaining enough? I give you a nemesis, you insolent slayer! Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present the advent of the century! Ringmaster Extraordinaire against the Big Bad Hunter!
You want to fight me?
Prepare to die!
This one looks suspiciously well fed for a stray dog. Let's hope he is not on a human diet.
Well done, you two. One less insane ringmaster in the world.
How did you know that?
He didn't really go out silently, did he? Well then, I will open the gate for you. Beware, though. The Nightmare Hollows is ruled by the guardian of the impossible tombs, Lady Irina.
What? No! No, no, it cannot be!
Katerina, are you all right? Who is she?
You can run wherever you want. Your past will always catch up with you. And that's all I'm going to say on this matter for now.
How does it feel to be at home?
This place was never my home. We lived in a nice, crumbling, haunted mansion in the town. When I was still alive, I mean. I only got here after the accident. And your father took me away just in time, before my relatives could tear me apart.
Look, I've never harassed you about your past, but you must tell me what happened to you. I must know about this Lady Irina.
Yes, I suppose you must. But there are 3 circles of the dead here. This is the first. The impossible tombs will be the last. We must get to the necropolis first.
I don't really want to sound impatient, but you promised me a story about Lady Irina.
You must understand that I've kept this to myself for more than a century, so it's a little difficult to know where to begin.
Let's start with a simple question. Who is she?
She is my sister.
Your sister?
To be precise, my twin. I was... how should I put it? Her evil twin? You know, it's a very Bulgarian thing.
I might need some time to deal with this.
I hate this dreadful place. This is where all my family members ended up after they died. We became the aristocracy of the Nightmare Hollow, which is one of the consequences of worshipping a dark god. The Faceless One, we called it.
The Faceless One? And you didn't think it was worth mentioning this until now?
It's Borgovia! Everything and everyone here is faceless or grim or evil or something else that you find in the thesaurus when you run out of the convenient names.
And what was it like to serve the Faceless One?
It involved a lot of chanting in robes, altars of obsidian with candles, and some nastier practices too. But I'll get back to that later.
served you faithfully, yet you shackled my soul to this tomb. I curse you for denying me revenge beyond the grave.
I remember him. He was a nobleman who conspired to butcher a rival family, but was caught. His execution lasted 4 weeks.
We bear the same grudge against the faceless Tsar, mortal. I could be a powerful ally if you lift my curse. Together, we can destroy the remnants of House Lavinius!
Butchering a whole family? Sounds like an unfair deal for a mad ghost.
That family is long dead, Van Helsing.
Oh well. An ally always comes in handy, vengeful ghost or not.
I won't go. Only joking. I'll do it. Still interested in my past? I come from a traditional Bulgarian family. I had ancestors with names like Impaler. We kept dungeons below our manor and worshipped the dark god.
And Irina was the what? The white sheep of the family.
Yes. No wonder we didn't get along. I was ambitious, cruel, and I loathed her. I always played nasty tricks on her. There was that incident with the pony. You know, can we just not talk about this until I destroy some monsters?
Be my guest. Then please continue.
A sack of warm meat with a special necklace in his possession. Name the price.
That is just a chocolate necklace from an old hag.
What chocolate? Oh, of course. Chocolate. I get it. Will a crypt full of treasure be enough?
I still don't have any idea what you're babbling about.
To you, it's useless. To me, it's unearthly joy and salvation.
The old hag did say chocolate-coated biscuit sticks, right, Van Helsing?
Just hand it over. Whatever the price. No!
Here is your necklace. Now get out of my way. What is this gate? Another tear in the veil of the world?
Yes, but it was my work. Since the disturbances in the ink, I have gained more control over the material of the dreams. I thought it might be useful to have a direct gateway over there.
So this gate heads back to the ink?
To places that we've already explored. That's the only way it can work.
I'm ready, Hunter. Give me orders. Fascinating, sir. I'm busy compiling the Promethean dossier. Take a look at it when you can, sir. You won't regret it.
Time to teach him a lesson. I might have something for you.
Is lifted, mortal. You struck down House Lavinius. I devoured their essence and became more powerful than I've ever been. Time to show my gratitude by ripping out your feeble soul.
Welcome to the second circle. This is where the wealthy souls stay forever. You know, the ones who could afford to fill up their crypts with money during their mortal lives.
Makes you wonder why the ectoplasmoid proletariat wouldn't revolt against the oppressive immaterial regime.
Borgovia might be the guiding light in mad science, but some things just won't change around here that fast. And speaking of fast, let's get to one of those bridges, quickly.
The enemy has captured one of our key personnel. We must send a rescue mission.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return.
Shouldn't we hunt down something?
This reminds me of my army days.
Back to my story. There were tensions between Irene and me, the quarrels of the good twin and the bad twin. When I heard the whispers that on our birthday, my family would throw a ball in honor of her only, my wrath knew no bounds. I was an unbearable monster then. Can you imagine that?
I can't even picture you brimming with furious anger.
And that was what led to the most despicable decisions of my mortal life.
Another soul doomed to roam this shadow world for eternity? Speak your name and purpose.
My name is Van Helsing, and I'm here to destroy the faceless Tsar.
I fought it through numerous incarnations, only to be struck down and banished here every time.
And how did you escape from this world to be born again?
I was released by a champion like you, who spoke my name. Oh, I had many.
Tell me yours then, and let's get on with this.
My curse is not to remember, but you can find them at places where I was laid to rest. Will you release me?
All right. I will release you by finding and speaking your name.
Choose carefully. Some of my names bear a terrible burden.
The tomb says, "Here lies Infernalus, a friend buried alive by the eternal Tsar."
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive...
I might have something for you.
I really must hear the rest of your story. What happened on that fateful evening?
I decided that only I deserved that special occasion, and Irina didn't. My plan was simple and cruel. I gave her a potion that put her to sleep. Then I slipped into her beautiful dress and went to the ball instead of her.
And your family realized they had been tricked and punished you?
It was worse than that. They didn't even notice I wasn't Irina.
I really don't like where this tale is going.
The tomb says, "Here lies Albus, the fool who dared the might of the Death God."
I sense something magical around here.
The tomb says, "Here lies Damnatus, crushed again and again by the Faceless One."
We'll meet again on heavenly grazing grounds, my dearest pony. You're Irina.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
Returned. Speak my name, mortal.
Your name is Damnatus.
No, it can't be. You have condemned me to eternal damnation, to haunt this place until the end of time. Kill me!
You can't be killed. There is nothing we can do. There was I with my tail. The ball, right. What I didn't know was that it wasn't for Irina or me. It was to be a celebration for the Faceless One, including a grand sacrifice.
Your evil family wanted to sacrifice the innocent Irina to their dark god.
Indeed. It's terrible, isn't it? My family was a nest of monsters. I wasn't any better than them, but we all paid the price. Yes, we all did.
They sacrificed you in her place.
When I realized what they were going to do, I panicked. I was shrieking. I told them that it was a mistake. And they laughed. And they cut off my head with the sacrificial silver axe.
I don't even know what to say. What happened after your death?
Everyone lived miserably ever after. If the Faceless One did exist, we fell out of his graces. I became a ghost and everyone blamed me for the downfall. I spent a lifetime in Nightmare Hollow enduring torture by my own family.
And Irina?
She died shortly afterwards. She became a ghost and turned into something dark and bitter, like I used to be. A banshee who wanted to destroy me.
What did you do?
I escaped. When your father began his war against the darkness, I offered him my help. I repented my sins. I tried to be something else, something better.
So you made a pact with my father to get away from here?
Yes. He didn't trust me for obvious reasons, so he crafted the magical oath that binds me to your family, and that's all you need to know.
You should have told me this a long time ago.
I didn't want your pity. I still don't, but you were right. You have the right to know about this.
I'll skip the emotional monologue, but I'll be there during your family reunion.
Believe me, you'll need my protection more.
When aesthetic grace meets ancient evil, some of these statues look more menacing than the inhabitants.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
I might have something for you.
These two didn't get too far from the haunted forest.
successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
This reminds me of my army days.
Well, it's been a while, little sister. Fate plays cruel jokes on us. Here you are, the lapdog for the warrior of light, repenting for your sins. And here I am, once an innocent soul, now the acolyte of darkness. All thanks to you. Would you believe me if I told you that I was sorry? Of course not. You are just playing tricks with me. What a hypocrite you are. Have you ever told your mortal master about the terrible deeds our family has done? It wouldn't have been very ladylike. Still the witty one, I see. Know this, Hunter. During our reign of blood, hundreds and thousands perished to please our protector Kushai, the Deathless. Why would you turn against him now, sister? You are insane. Kushai never existed. He was just a myth, a legendary magician. An excuse for our family to revel in violence. That's so sweet. You really believe your childish nonsense? How could you be so blind? How could you not recognize the one behind the mask? And now you are playing tricks with me. I won't fall for this, sister.
Enough. I don't care who he is. You can call him Prisoner 7, the Faceless Tsar, or the Deathless One. Whatever his name, I will destroy him. But not before I seal these tombs again.
What happened? All the darkness I carried around with me just fell away. I'm floating away from this terrible place. I'm so sorry, Irina. I really am. Don't be. It's good to be free again, even if it takes me somewhere else. But for you, it's not over yet. My parting gift is a door to the heart of the ink. Go to the spectral provinces. That's the source of the dark disturbance in the ink. You might even find a way to the Faceless Tsar. Thank you, sister. It's such a shame that we must part like this. One last thing before I go, Katerina. Do you remember my pony? The one I stole from you? When I made you so angry? I won't lift that curse! You'll never have a pony again! Sorry. Oh, you just had to ruin it, didn't you? The ink gate to the spectral provinces is open, but when my sister passed away, I felt another gate opening nearby. Maybe we should investigate.
And I can smell a familiar stench. There are vampires here.
Is here. Run and warn the others!
So this is what you were all hiding from me. You were too cowardly to join the others in Borgova, were you?
Or perhaps it was a clever ploy, puny mortal. Ha! It hadn't even occurred to you, had it? We lured you into our trap.
Nice try. I will kill you last, funny one.
Successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
Stay away,
miserable thieves. No one will touch my treasure. No one.
I remember him. He was a wealthy merchant in his time and a perfect example of parsimony. He died of hunger in a palace filled with gold.
Don't you dare set eyes on one copper penny, all mine!
Honestly, I've had enough of chatting to the undead. Not him again. Remember that I told you I would kill you last?
We slaughtered your kind like cattle in Morgovia. No witty remark can take that joy away.
That was not the question. Anyway, I lied. I will make sure that you stay down for good this time.
I'm bored. Shouldn't we hunt down something? My soldiers are ready. A real underground.
The age of machines will be over soon, I promise.
I never thought I'd be fighting alongside a vampire. Modern times.
My backpack is full.
Reminds me of my army days.
I never thought I'd be fighting alongside a vampire.
A rescue party. Franz von Sturm, Chief Scientific Officer of the First Borgovian Void Expedition, reporting for duty. Our airship crashed here a decade ago. So, you're right on time.
Bad news then. Fulmigati is dead. We are not your rescue party, and you must explain what is happening here.
Efficient and practical. I like that. There is a dark presence in the void, which is trying to use the reality-shaping abilities of the ink for its own nefarious purposes.
I know. Borgovia is changing back to the way it used to be.
Excellent. I mean, it's horrible, but it fits my theory, which I base purely on scientific observation since the Faceless One began using our clockwork key. I suspected that he's rewriting the world.
What are you talking about?
We built 4 ethereal transmitters in these provinces to send signals home. They didn't work. The locals call them ink grubs, which is annoying. Anyway, the Faceless Ones use them to amplify the power of the ink. Think of magnifying lenses and sunlight.
If I destroy the ink grubs, will it revert the changes?
Of course not. But you will prevent Borgovia from changing further back to its old form, or falling apart entirely. We have one ink grub here, so you can start with that. I'll be in touch.
Too late. Von Sturm. The search party was ambushed and massacred. I'm dying.
He is delirious.
His soul's going to depart any second now.
Swear, Von Sturm. Swear that you will look for the others and save them.
I'm not Von Storm, but I swear to save your friends.
This one has been dead for a while.
Nothing useful here. Just his crumpled notebook. Look at this entry.
It says, Bittersweet Anniversary. 5 years after the crash landing of the ink ship. We spent our time wisely. Exploration, scientific grudges among the expedition members, building the transmitters to reach Borgovia. No success so far.
Angus, the young, always took the higher road to hell.
Someone removed his guts through the nose and mouth.
He left behind a stack of blood-stained notes. Anything interesting?
Maybe this one. Study in progress. Experimenting with the crystallized dream material of the ink that the natives call rust. The prototypes we built could channel the flow of the ink in close proximity to shape the other world. Von Storm is highly optimistic. We have lost other 4 scientists this week.
What should I chop off first? Your tiny feet? Or one of those twigs you call arms?
Please, don't kill me.
I have already killed your friends and feasted on their livers. Why should I stop now?
But you're supposed to be a herbivore.
Do you think I eat plants with all these pointy teeth?
Hold it right there. Let him go and fight me instead.
One wrong move, puny human, and I'll take his head off.
Then I'd take yours a heartbeat later, creature.
For the sake of the periodic table, save me!
Seems like we have a standoff here. Want to play a game? I ask 3 tricky questions. And if you give me the right answers, I let him go.
And I will let you go. Deal.
First question. What is the color of a scrim beast?
Blue.
Second question. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean? A Caucasian or Borgovian swallow?
Here comes the third. What makes human flesh taste better? Apples or hunger?
Apples.
Fair enough. I'll let your friend go.
I think I need to change my pants.
I managed to activate my aerial transmitter prototype. Can't reach Borgovia, but I can talk to you.
One fatal blow to the head. A quick death.
He was grasping a handful of sheets. Can you make these lines out?
It says, the construction of the clockwork keep has been finished. The first wonder of the other world. A fortress of science. Soon it will sustain itself like a perpetual motion machine by creating ink storms. The effects can't reach Borgovia yet. That would require a power source yet unknown to science. No survivors. Everybody is dead.
Someone wanted to eliminate everyone from that clockwork keep. We have to pass on the information we gathered to Von Storm later. Hiding treasure in a wheat field. A smart move, but not smart enough.
For Borgovia!
I might have something for you.
Vive la résistance!
Judging by the freezing cold, this must be the Valley of Frost.
Astonishing observation. I'm Misha, the last sentry alive at the Ink Gate. Actually, we were waiting for the scientists to return, but at least you're not monsters.
Have you seen a giant sphere we call the Ink Grub?
That accursed thing which has brought permanent winter upon us, destroyed our lands and turned the amphibians into evil creatures? It rings a bell, yes.
Just point me in the right direction, and I'll make it go away.
This island is already dead. You can find the Ink Grub on the far side of the riverbed. Are the scientists coming? They needed us in the mines.
Don't get your hopes up.
Good luck then, sir. Winter is coming, or is it already here? I'm so confused.
Hey, traveler. Our families are starving.
I wonder why this feels like deja vu.
What are you mumbling there, son? We ran out of food 2 days ago, and the volunteers we sent to the storehouse never returned.
For a starving man in need, you are really insolent. Why should I help you?
Maybe because I have a vital piece of information about what you seek. Bring us some food supplies. You help me, I help you.
I will get your supplies, but if you try to trick me...
Isn't that a sausage in your hand?
No, this is just the emergency rations. It only makes me hungrier.
We found another abandoned laboratory and ran into trouble. The captains wish to discuss the situation with you.
Oh, another human to ruin us. I have everything you might need. Fish skin coats, beard grease, shovels, wooden sandals, explosives.
No thank you. Is this the right way to the giant sphere corrupting your land?
Who cares? Buy something. Stolen mining equipment, real cheap.
I need information, not your useless junk. Where's the Ink Grub?
You strut in your fancy gear and expect me to play along after the scientists made us miserable?
Look!
I spit on you. You get nothing, not even my jelly deal pudding.
Don't kill him, Van Helsing. Just leave.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
These could be the ruins of the storehouse. By the looks of it, a huge fire raged here recently.
The gnomes must have seen us from the village.
So, the tricky little guy fooled me. There is no vital information, I guess. Grab what we can and return immediately. The rubble blocked the bridge. We need something to get us to the other side.
Like explosives?
That is actually a good idea. The sentry was talking about a mining operation, if I'm not mistaken.
Fate has a twisted sense of humor. The gnomes who wanted to be fed are now getting eaten by monsters.
They sent us away to fetch food, only to become food themselves.
How philosophical. Care to join them as dessert?
This dessert will be your last.
A genius and a diplomat. That's me, yes.
Do you need me?
This reminds me of my army days.
Oh, His Highness is back.
Let me handle this. We need explosives to get over the bridge, you nice little gnome.
An untouched set of explosives stolen by yours truly for a kiss. Take it or leave it.
Step closer, my brave little friend.
Eek! You can have the package for free.
I must admit, that was a neat trick. Let's blow this rubble sky high.
I'm still human, but not for long.
Who or what are you?
Once I was a member of the first Bogovian Void Expedition, a promising psychic. Now, I'm just a monstrosity in self-exile. A dreamer.
Oh, one of the talented who can shape the ink by sheer force of will until they go mad and kill themselves?
Indeed. I dream things into existence. Like this island, or some of the creatures you were fighting.
You didn't waste your time then. What do you want from me?
The more things I dreamt to life, the more deformities I had to bear. Then my creation started to turn evil. Now, I can barely control the dreams, and it fills me with horror.
Are you looking for an executioner?
I just want to help before I lose my sanity. I need rust fragments to fuel my dreams. Collect some, and I will use it to forge a powerful artifact against your nemesis.
I know I shouldn't trust you, but it's worth a try.
Your chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoil.
I am Count Vlados, and I bid you welcome.
For Borgovia! Everything is quiet.
This strange equipment?
I don't know, but it looks like something from a very grim future. Cabin in the woods for rent. Perfect holiday retreat for university students and blonde girls. Cellar is currently under renovation.
so hard to stay awake. I tried to cling to the last scraps of my sanity. Are you ready?
You mean ready to destroy you if you even think about making a wrong move? Yes.
There is something that you must know. The artifact I'll craft for you will lose all its powers if you leave the ink, even once.
I will keep that in mind.
Please tell Von Stern that I'm sorry for causing so much death and suffering.
Creating the item devoured all his strength and killed him. I didn't expect that.
I'm sure he was aware of the consequences. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the artifacts will not work against us. Well, the dreamer did warn us. The artifact he gave me is powerless now.
Your chimera has returned.
You have a broken but still extremely rare dreamer artifact in your possession. Would you like to swap it for something more useful?
Yes, please.
Oh, we need some heating down here.
This reminds me of my army days.
Just when I thought that these ink grubs couldn't be more annoying, here is another one, protected by a force field.
It's rather inconvenient. It means that first we must take out the shield masters.
Can you be a bit more obscure, please?
It is something I picked up from the resistance scientists. This magical barrier is feeding on the life force of its creators, the shield masters. We kill them, the shield goes down. Simple.
Well, let's make a killing then. feel an eerie presence around this painting, like someone is staring at me.
Not even a speck of dirt on the frame. Yet the palace was destroyed centuries ago.
Well, you are staring at an Atlantean soul shelter, which is nearly indestructible.
Oops! I almost jumped.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Wraith. Is that crude flesh vessel your servant?
This crude flesh vessel will blast you into pieces if you don't introduce yourself.
Before I placed my soul in the shelter, I was the court mage of the 47th Atlantean Emperor. It was the only way to survive the cataclysm.
So this place is indeed the fabled Atlantis. Anything else I should know?
My shelter must be recharged, so I can survive a few more centuries.
Why don't you just find a new host?
My imprisonment is final. Ask your vassal to acquire a soul scepter, then use it to lure souls out of the spirit dome. Harvest plenty, so their trapped essence can replenish this shelter.
Have you heard him, my dearest vassal?
Your story is too intriguing to pass. I will help.
He called me Lady Wraith. Finally, I have my own nickname. Tell me, Van Helsing, who is the fairest of them all? Soul scepter is hidden there. I can feel it.
And it won't come with us without a fight.
Chimera has returned from a successful hunt.
We are ready.
I might have something for you.
home. You might want to jump at us like your little friends around here, but I must warn you that it wasn't the brightest idea.
I don't want to fight you. I'm hiding away from the others. They're all mad. I'm just a sentry keeping an eye on the Empyrean perimeter.
And what would that be?
See those floating islands in the distance? A chain of strongholds built by a lost civilization. It must have been defending the world from something dangerous from the Ink.
And what's inside?
Our mad but very nice scientist friends found barren halls filled with occult machines and magic traps. They rebuilt everything they could, obviously.
The darkness has returned to the Ink. We might need those forts sooner than you'd think.
We should send out resistance soldiers to man the forts. Arcane gathering place for restless souls. Atlanteans surely didn't let anything go to waste.
Time to lure them out. Just don't get too close to the scepter.
And I'll meet you at our humble abode, the Clockwork Keep.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
Excellent. The soul shelter is now fully recharged. I'm safe for a few more centuries.
Can we do something to set you free?
Could such a barbaric, monster-hunting brute such as you reinvent Atlantean high magic?
Time to leave this stuck-up painting, Katerina.
Alas, I have unlocked a hidden compartment for your services. Farewell, Lady Wraith.
Vive la Resistance!
I might have something for you.
Great work with the transmitters. And here comes the fun part. The Faceless Tsar replaced our power source with his own Category A arcane life force container, which is powerful enough to generate a reality-shaping tide that will reach Borgovia.
Are you telling me that this clacking nightmare is powered by Koshai's death?
What a simple name for such a great artifact. But yes, into the Clockwork Keep and power up the Dreamweaver by flipping on 2 power relays. Our scientist will control the Weaver remotely, and by using the material of creation, they'll build a disintegrating device. It can destroy the relic. I'll talk you through it.
Good, because I didn't understand the half of that. Did you?
No. Let's go.
You know what bothers me the most? Those huge gears turning. It makes my head spin.
That shouldn't be too hard, considering the condition of your head.
What a bad joke.
Urgent message. Can you take a slight detour to the improbability flux generator and turn it back on? It was our defense against the monsters of the ink, but it was disabled when the Tsar conquered the keep. Retrieve the master engineer key. Get close to the generator, and all will take care of itself automatically.
Time to teach him a lesson.
Stand there.
Blasted scientists. Von Storm said that everything would take care itself. Obviously it didn't. The improbability flux, whatever it is, has different settings for keeping monsters at bay. It's all gibberish.
Ah, you silly, just pick one.
I'll try dissonantial molecular retrofusion.
Outstanding! The improbability flux generator is operational. Thank you. And carry on.
Sign says, discarded TARDIS console. Do not touch. What is a TARDIS?
I have no idea. The scientists must have used all kinds of mechanical parts floating in the other world of dreams. It could be anything.
Van Helsing, we need to discuss an important matter. Return to the lair as soon as you can.
dear fellow, you scared me. Now I've lost count of... I don't remember what I was counting exactly.
What are you doing here?
I'm the senior clockmeister. Some gears require adjusting. Otherwise, one of the other clock towers will go out of alignment. Because of the relic, see? It could lead to another catastrophic anomaly.
So you actually know how this thing works? Unlike me.
Indeed. I tried to count the exact number of cogs on this wheel, but I'm too exhausted. If you help me out, I'll show you a neat trick. Interested?
All right. I'll count the cogs on the wheel for you.
Excellent. Now get to the eastern section of the keep and power up the Dreamweaver with the control panel.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful...
Eh? Who are you? Why are you here? Just joking. So, what is the correct number, please?
32.
That is the correct number, obviously. Why are you still here?
I want my reward now, please. Tell me the trick.
The what? Oh, yes, of course. Set gear ratio to 1 to 324 at Control Station 542, so the reality-changing energies will dissipate faster when you destroy the relic, which will result in a lot less death and destruction in Borgovia.
I'll try not to forget these numbers and ratios. Thank you.
I could take a look at those amazing
Did they find anything worthwhile?
Quite a few things. Most importantly, we confirmed that the purpose of the fortifications is to stop otherworldly invasions.
That should come handy against the Faceless Tsar. We need to secure it.
That's the reason why I asked for you. An ink rift is forming near the fortifications, and we need to send in forces.
Right. I can handle that.
I sense a disturb.
I'm eager to find out how things went at the Empyrean perimeter.
I've repelled the invaders. You can start sending out troops to reinforce the fortifications where necessary. I can't use that.
For Bulgovia!
This reminds me of my army days.
Outstanding! Now, go to the northern end of the keep and destroy the relic with the disintegrator.
This relic seems indestructible.
That's the whole point of it, right? Let me figure out how to use that disintegrator.
Just point and shoot.
The Clockwork Keep is under our control again. The rewriting process of Borgovia has been terminated. What a victory for the history books, despite all the improbabilities.
I still have to track down the mastermind who wanted to turn back time at home.
The good thing is you still have a chance against the Faceless Tsar. He's just lost Koshi's death, right? But only an ancient gatekeeper can grant you a passage to the deep realms where he is hiding. I will open a gate to his domain for you, right away.
Not a frozen world again, please.
A good hunter will not hesitate to follow his prey beyond the edge of this world. The ink is the other world, the swirling haze of mist, where chunks of reality are tangled within the fabric of dreams, a timeless realm of fabled kingdoms and fallen gods. Like a spider in his nest, my nemesis is waiting for me here. I hope he's expecting me. I've already destroyed his source of power. Now I must destroy him.
This reminds me of my army days. I might have something for you.
candy too.
might have something for you. This reminds me of my army days.
Cogs und lightning und steam. I can build it.
Can I buy some candy too? Time, I'll be free. Oh, I wish.
This reminds me of my army days. Time to teach him a lesson. reminds me of my army days. I might have something for you.
I simply love the big city.
rid of me? Don't you know it's futile?
Don't tell. I can't do that.
On the way back. All the money's gone.
I might have something for you.
Vive la résistance!
This reminds me of my army days.
Electricity is the way of the future, you know.
Time to teach him a lesson. Time to teach him a lesson.